GDP came lower for first time in many years. The fears of recession there, so market was weak on that. The plan on SPY was payrolls lower, GDP lower, recession fears. VIX over 2660, 27, we will short the market. Only long the market if we get a 512 curls. VIX under 26, we can look to long the market. We will watch the Magnificent 7, amateur trend move, and 10 AM concepts. As soon as the market opened, the first move, it started to push, rejected this candle. That's when I told the traders to short it. Bearish amateur move, watching the pre-market lows. As soon as it started to flush, I told the traders short under the pre-market lows. And from that short, we pushed towards our 10 AM target. We always looked in 10 AMs. And the reason we were short was because at the open, VIX was bouncing over the 26, 27 level. Right into 10 AM, VIX pushed into a 28 big level. It is historic level. It always finds a support here. It is rejected. That was VIX 28. And that's when the market bounced. And that's fine. You know that 10 AM if something happens. So we got a 10 AM bounce, no flush, push, and then we hit 512s. And that's where you get out of all your shorts. Of course, you're locking your shorts because this was from 546 all the way to 542s. There was a $4 flush, enough to make 100% on your puts. Get done with the day on the first 30 minutes. Then came the 512 calls on SPY. I told the traders you can trade the 512. Use the stops as a 10-minute candle lows. This candle you're trading, this is your stop. This is where you'll start to long it. And as it starts pushing, you keep moving your stops up. So that was our 512 long. And as it started to push up, I gave the target of 3450. We hit our 3450 target. Then we hit our MTF target. So it was a nice little move from 546 to 550. Same kind of move which we shorted. And that was your long setup. And you could risk $500, $1,000. You made probably 100% on zero DTEs, or you can trade leverage ETFs. But the point is, this is where you buy. And once it breaks here, this is where you sell. So the trade was this. This was morning short into 10 AM. The system is telling us that market doesn't want to fade. Market tried to fade, held, and that told me that I need to step away. Short is done, long is done. This is just the job. And the same was for QQQ as well. So Tesla had some news. So it was a bearish bias under MTF, trade versus MTF. These were the levels I gave. So as soon as I see the weakness in the market, and as soon as I saw the Tesla rejecting, I told the traders short, 276 breaks, get us low. So you short it. Tesla was fading, you short it. It's a bear flag. Target I gave was 270, 270. That was my first target. And we did hit that target by 950. And then we flushed further to 270. That was my final target by 10 AM. And I told the traders to lock 60% of the position. And then market started to bounce. Tesla started to bounce. I told the traders we are going to bounce back to 278. You have to make a judgment call because this was your main trade. You have to start covering or reducing your positions because look at the air gap. Otherwise, you'll lose a lot of your money, especially if you did not lock anything. So once it pushed here, it rejected, still stayed heavy, still swiped, and this is where you exited. And after that, it was a little choppy. No trades after that. So Nvidia was a 512 calls. One is started to push right here around the 1017, this area. So your stops were at 105. So Nvidia gave a push right into the MTF, push from 105.50s towards 106.70s. But then it broke under, so I had to take a stop and move on because then it was chopping. Yes, it recovered again, but it was a little tough to trade. The trend was not clean. When this happens, it's not a clean trend. It's hard to trade. But this 512 call right from that 105 area, long here, 105.50s, wherever, stops at 105 or 105.20s. Make a little bit, 20-30% on the options. Make $1.
Come to trade with Ripster. Join the community at www.tenettradegroup.com.